Alright, what we're looking at today is known as a Chrysler Man O War. This is a sailboat that was built in the 70s. This one might actually be from 1970. I picked this up quite a while ago from an older fellow who was no longer sailing it. And the reason I even learned about it was because as I was sailing around my little local lake on my sunfish, another sailboat was always out there sailing at the same time. I finally got close enough to that guy to ask him what he was sailing, and he said a Chrysler Man O War. And I thought, Chrysler Man O War? What are you talking about? Chrysler's a car company. But no, Chrysler actually used to make boats. Here's a little Coast Guard tag of this boat, and you can see it says right on there, Chrysler Boat Corporation in Plano, Texas. So there's very little information online or anywhere that I could find about this boat. Here is the hull tag on the back. I did do a little repair, some fiberglass repair here, and also some fiberglass repair underneath. Right now the water is still draining from sitting during a rainstorm, and I didn't have the cockpit open to drain the water. But one cool advantage to this sailboat, as you'll see, everything, the mast, the boom, the sail, the rudder, the centerboard, it all tucks down inside the hull just like that. This, with the exception of the tiller that was damaged and I have to get replaced or fashion a new one, everything that you need to sail is tucked right there in the hull of the boat, thanks to these two openings right up in front. And then when you pull everything out, you use these black covers then to fill in those holes. So let's kind of take this apart and show you what's up. Alright, just a quick side note. This is what the drain looks like when it's open and draining water. Sticks out like that. And when we close it, I'm going to pull this up and then turn. And that's it right there. So, there you go, more detail. So let's go ahead and empty this out and show you what I got. We got the sail. We've got one half of the mast. This is the boom. This is the other half of the mast. And here we've got the rudder. Here we've got the centerboard. Parts for the sail, battens. And this is actually the tiller extension. The tiller broke, and this is all I've got left of it. And then we've got our main sheet, and I'm not sure what this is for. Maybe to tie it to the dock. Alright, so let's take a look inside the cockpit here. As you can see, the holes that the parts were stored in. And we've got these black rubber plugs to plug these holes up when you're sailing. A little hard to get them in with one hand, but you know, you get the picture. We got the plug for the back of the boat here. This thing is in excellent condition. Now this is the drain. So right now it's open, so water should be running out underneath, as you saw. But what we'll do is we pull this up and we turn it like so. And now the plug is plugged. No more water flowing underneath. So turn it, press it back down. There you go. The fellow that I got this from years ago had it upside down in his yard for over 20 years, and in all that time he kept the registration up to date on it, even though it was covered in moss and pine needles. Alright, let's show you about the mast here. The mast is a two-piece mast. Alright, so let me show you. The mast has these notches on the end, and the reason for that is because it fits only one way on the other half. If you look at this end of the mast, the notches are here, and what we do probably could stand to be lubricated. There we go. So now the mast is complete, and we'll pull the sail out. Now the sail just has a pocket on one end, and we're just going to slip the mast right into the end. little bit more. There we go. Alright, so we got the mast put in the sail. Now we'll put our battens in the sail. And now we'll put our mast on the boat. Alright, let's take a look. So far so good. Alright, so for now that is my introduction to the Chrysler Man-O-War sailboat. And I'm going to compile some more information, especially more details about the rigging of it. And we're going to have more videos to come. So, thanks for watching. Alright, so I actually took the time to break out the pressure washer and clean her up. And, you know, for a 53-year-old boat, roughly, you know, there's going to be some cracks in the gel coat, naturally. But I tell you what, this thing, I'm just very, very impressed with it. I hope to do it justice. I hope to take care of it as good as she deserves. Normally right here is the medallion that actually says Man-O-War, Chrysler Man-O-War, and I have that somewhere in my possession. I'll find it. So, yeah, just looking forward to getting her out and sailing it. You know, what's really sad is that I own a sunfish, and I use the sunfish to teach friends and family members how to sail. And I picked up this boat, and I've had it for, oh, probably 9 years, and I've actually never sailed it. Mostly because I let my other family members and friends sail it, and I was just, you know, wanting them to enjoy it. And then my son was born, and life happened, and it's been a couple years since I was sailing at all. So there she be. Chrysler Man-O-War. Thanks again for watching.